In this video, let us see how to add two matrices. In this video, let us consider a 3 by 3 matrix. So for example, I have two matrices. This is my first matrix and this is my second matrix. How do we add? We will be adding all the elements from the first row of first array to the first row of the second array. That means 1 plus 9 will be my first element, 2 plus 8 will be my second element, 3 plus 7 will be my third element, and the process follows. So this will be my resultant matrix. So in the same way, I am considering two arrays where A11, 12, 13 are the different elements. 11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23 are the index positions of those particular elements inside A and B array. So from this example, the first element will be by adding 1 and 9. The first elements of first two elements. That means A11 and B11 will be my resultant element of the particular addition operation. So in my resultant C array, the formula will be like A11 plus B11 and the second element will be like A12 plus B12. The last element will be like A33 plus B33. So this will be my final operation A plus B. Okay. Now if you observe here, A11 plus B11, that means the first element in the first array and the first element in the second array. So by considering this example, we can formalize this as follows, like Aij plus Bij. Okay. So here, if it is 3, 1, then in the B array also it will be 3, 1. That means the I and j of both the elements to be added are equal. That's why here I am writing Ij, and from B array also I and j. So initially, in order to write a program, we need to know what is the formula that we need to be written. Okay. Okay. Now let us write a program. So for this, what will be my input? A and B will be my two arrays of size 3 by 3 and my resultant array is also of size 3 by 3. So the resultant array should be stored in some C. You can use any other variables like X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, but here I am considering as ABC. So the first part of my program is to declare three different arrays with sizes 3 and 3. 3 rows, each row with 3 columns, and two index variables I and j. So this will be my first part of the program. Next, what I need to do is, as the compiler doesn't know what values should be added, we need to give them as input. So in order to read a particular first matrix, we need to use two for loops. The first for loop with I index and the second for loop with j index, each with 3 as endpoint. And here, as we are reading the elements into the array, we need to use scanf followed with address of operator. And this is how we read the first matrix. In the same way, we need to read the second matrix because the first matrix is inside A and the second matrix will be inside B. So in order to read the second matrix B, this is the structure. It is same as reading the first array. But here the value should be A and here the value should be B. That is the difference. And now what we should do? Now I have two matrices A and B and now these two should get added. So for adding, the formula is A of Ij plus B of Ij. So using that formula, I will be adding two matrices with same for loops, I loop and j loop. So the formula is C of Ij equal to A of Ij plus B of Ij. Why Ij here? As discussed in the earlier slide, here we are adding A of 0, 0 with B of 0, 0. That's why I am using this same indices. And after addition also, it is stored in C of 0, 0 only. That's why the same indices are kept inside this C. Okay. And the final thing is we need to print the added matrix. So for printing also, we will be using two for loops with I and j and a printf statement inside it. So here, as the arrays that I have taken are of type integer, here I am using percentile d, followed by the resultant matrix is stored in C, right? So that's why here I am giving C of ij, followed by /n, because the output should be in a matrix format like this. So for after each row printing, the compiler will go to the next line for next for loop. So this is how we write a program in order to add two matrices. Declaration, reading of first array, reading of second matrix, performing the addition, and then printing the final added matrix. Hope you understood. Thank you.